Hey guys, I'm Orthodon, and we are back for Demon Slayer Hashira Training Arc Episode 2. So, last time we had kind of a little bit slower of an episode. We had a little bit of action and everything, but it's also a lot of prep and build up to what I imagine is going to be some craziness this season with the war to come to capture Nezuko and to defend Nezuko. So, it was cool seeing all of our characters again, getting a little recap on what happened last season, and everything was nice too. And seeing most of our Hashira on board, except for Tomioka, who seems to be, that was his name, right? Gyu, who seems to be moping a bit, and we don't know why. And they teased that maybe we need to go find out. So. Hopefully we'll talk to him and figure out why he isn't on board. Why does he say he's different? So I'm curious. Maybe we'll find out this episode. Maybe we won't. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh yeah, dust it off. That seems like such a bad way to dust. Looks like he's just, like, blowing it into the air. Ah, yes. Asking her if she wants to... You know... I didn't mention this. One hell of a voice for a crow, dude. I wonder if in the dub it's voiced by, like, the same voice actor that is, like, Endeavor and Garrosh Hellscream on WoW. It's not quite the same, like, he has more rasp to his voice for Garrosh, but... You'd think I'd know that voice actor's name by now since he's everywhere. Jeez. Collaboration. To Demon Slayer headquarters? Alright, bit of recap, but that's fine. I'm watching 2 shows right now with that voice actor, so... Unless I'm wrong. So, I feel like he's voiced by Midoriya from My Hero Academia. Same voice actor, did both. But there's always a voice actor that I mix up with the voice actor that plays Midoriya. There's one more voice actor that I feel like always sounds very similar, but is never the same voice actor, and I always make the same mistake. I actually made that mistake with Tanjiro. I thought Tanjiro was the voice actor for Midoriya, but it wasn't. Sorry. Talking a lot. Okay. Was this what we saw at the ending? I didn't realize he had so many kids. I thought we've only seen the 2, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Or maybe we've seen different ones each time, and I just assumed it was the same 2 from the season 1. Yeah, I used this as a thumbnail, so this is definitely what we saw at the ending of last. Yep, I remember this. Man, look at his scars. I always like lingering damage in anime like that. Like, I feel like recently anime has been more keen to do that. I mean, no, there's older anime that do have characters with scars, but there's a lot of older anime where the characters just heal up perfectly. But like, I remember when My Hero first started coming out and we had some of the permanent damage, I thought it was really neat and something we don't see a lot. And now we're seeing it in this too, and in Jujutsu Kaisen, actually, as well. All the characters seem to have some permanent damage. Which, I feel bad for the characters, but for a storytelling purpose, having these characters get shredded up the way they do. Oh, okay, well, that episode title tells us we are gonna go talk to Gyu, or it lied to us. Yeah, he got a note saying to go talk to Gyu, right? I think? Yeah. Sorry if you heard that. My alarm went off for like 2 seconds, but I managed to turn it off. I looked down right as it started going off. Forgot I had that one on. Such a good kid. She's sweeping the dirt. Can you imagine having a job where you have to sweep the dirt? Hmm. Gonna get advice. It's a fair point. She's gonna give him something to bring. Nice. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that doesn't really... If I want to be alone, I want to be left alone. I don't want none of that. You know you're not alone, right? Just leave me alone! He's not even moving. It's me. Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, you're supposed to assume he knows your voice? I misheard him. The animation change. Oh, it's so funny sometimes. Man, they're sitting so damn close for being freaking in a giant ass room together. Yeah. I guess I'm kind of like you. Hmm. But what about him? Orokodaki. I just wrote his name down because I remembered it. I tried to remember it last episode. I don't even remember the name I said. I don't remember if it was right or wrong, but I tried to say his name last episode, and I think I butchered it. But I have it written down here. Wait, is he not the water Hashira? Whoa, did he... What? What is going on with Gyu? Tanjiro can be stubborn. Alright. Oh. He just pushing his way right into his life. Gyu's-san! Did he not, like... I wonder if he didn't actually truly master water breathing? Or does he not believe in himself? Oh my god, Tanjiro. The faces are killing. Like, sometimes I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't know why this episode's so funny to me. It is. I think it's so funny because of how much I would hate if someone did this to me. Oh. Ah, that's the spirit he saw, right? Tanjiro saw. Oh, but when he was alive, I guess? I forgot he was seeing spirits like that in the beginning of the show. There he is. We haven't seen him in so long. Damn. Wow. His outfit is like half of Sabito's too, right? Like that pattern on... I mean, yeah. That pattern on Sabito's shirt is like half of what Gyu wears, right? I wonder if it's like in honor of him. I think it's the same anyway. I'll have to see Gyu again. Wow. That sucks, man. So he doesn't think he deserves... Wow, okay. Yeah, he doesn't feel deserving. Yeah, it's very similar if it's not the same. Yeah, he doesn't believe he has what it takes. What do you do about that? Probably all of his family when he was off came back and they all died. Oh, remember his long hair? That just gave me chills. I don't know why I seen that again. Oh, that was so long ago. He looked pretty cool. Yeah, that's sad to think about. Is there any way to help you, like, get past these feelings? I don't even know what you say to someone that feels like that. Oh, he could feel that way about Rengoku, too. Yeah. Hmm. Oh. The music stops. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Man, did just that one question manage to get through to him? I mean, obviously he can't change immediately, but oh no, Tajiro, no. Just let him think. Oh no. What? Uh, oh my god, they're actually doing it. He was gonna say. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. What is she up to? She have to work with a demon, so she is struggling? Is that what it is? Or is it something else? Is it because she's working with Tamayo, or is it another reason? Oh. Yeah, remember she used to like flip a coin to decide what she was gonna do or whatever? Oh, that demon's still alive. Oh, is this the outro? I already like it. Interesting. We had it was like a couple seasons ago, right, where we had, or it might have even been the first season where we had Shinobu's backstory, right? I vaguely remember it, but I don't quite remember the demon or what happened to it, but I guess it's still alive. And maybe she found it, and that's why she's like so flustered right now. Interesting. Makes me want to go watch her backstory again, but I feel like the show will probably remind us. Oh, Rengoku's there! Whoa. Interesting. I wonder if that was some inherited memories or what. Because that looked like... I mean, we know his father's looked kind of like the guy from 400 years ago, but it's obviously not. Alright, hold on. Let's see this. Taisha wear a secret. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Ah, okay. He merged the two outfits of two people that died in his life. Damn. That's kind of sad. No, I don't want to know the title. That is it, guys, for episode 2. That was a fantastic episode. We've had Gyu in the series since the beginning. He's the one that first found Tanjiro, and we haven't really known much about him other than that he also studied water breathing and he was a Hashira. So, like, getting to learn a little bit more, connecting him with Sabito, who was the spirit that Tanjiro saw in Season 1, I like all the connections. It was really cool. It was also heartfelt. It added much more layers to Gyu, where before he was just like kind of like that brooding kind of Sasuke personality sort of thing, but it obviously goes much deeper, the reason he is the way he is. And I'm glad that it seems like Tanjiro very quickly got through to him, but I'm glad he did, regardless of how fast it went. I'm sure there's still a lot of things going on in his mind, but him being reminded of that memory of Sabito was enough to get him to be like, all right, I'll go do the training. So it'll be interesting to see if he manages to get the mark. He doubted himself, and I wonder if you don't have much faith in yourself, could that hinder him getting the mark? But he also could be probably very invaluable in training the others as well. So if it's not just about himself, you know, he could make other people stronger, which helps everyone as a collective. So, but even though it was like past stuff, it was cool to see Rokodaki again. I wrote his name down because I don't have any notes from season 1. I think I started taking notes in season 2. Like, I can go back and look. Oh no, episode 16 is of season 1 is where I started taking notes. So, I don't have anything from the very beginning of the show because for a while I didn't take any notes, and then I realized that I'd go through a whole episode and there'd be things in the beginning I wanted to talk about. And then by the end of the episode, I'd talk about the stuff near the end, and then I'd forget everything in the beginning, like, or at least I wouldn't forget what happens, but I'd forget that I want to talk about it, right? Or, like, different points I wanted to make. So I just, I had my phone up and I jot down notes with the stylus, not much, but little things here and there. And when I remembered his name, I jot it down at the beginning of the episode this time, and then they said it later on, and he showed up a little bit, so that was pretty cool. But it does seem like Tamayo is going to be going to Demon Slayer Corps to work with Shinobu. That'll be interesting, considering it seems like Shinobu is all hyped up on killing a demon. Obviously, it's not the same one, or I don't think it is. If it is, that's crazy. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, okay. I thought I was thinking about that the wrong way, but we're good. But it'll be interesting to see what happens there and all that, because I don't know if we got to see the demon that killed her mom, killed her sister, right? Because maybe we did. Yeah, it's just been so long for me. I'll have to maybe go back and try to watch some of that earlier stuff and see if I can find it again. But yeah, we had the whole message from the master asking Tanjiro to go talk to Gyu. We had the whole conversation with Gyu, and it was so funny having Tanjiro just try to like force his way into Gyu's life, even though Gyu didn't want it. I really loved, like, sometimes the use of the silly animation takes me out of it too much, like, especially if it's in a somewhat serious situation. But in a more silly situation like this, I don't know, it felt like it was used perfectly here, whereas other times I feel like I didn't need it, right? So, but I really loved just the Tanjiro just yelling at the front gate and be like, alright, I'm coming in, and Gyu was just like, he said he's leaving, right? He didn't say he's coming in, right? I misheard him, right? Yeah, I misheard him. And then he hears, like, the door open, and he just, like, opens one eye. It's like, it's just so funny, because as a introvert myself, I'm kind of the same way, where I prefer to be alone. And don't get me wrong, there are times that I really enjoy company, and as much as I say I enjoy being alone, I do spend a large portion of my free time on Discord when I'm playing video games, talking to friends. So sure, I don't hang out with a lot of people in the physical sense, right? But I am, like, talking to people on Discord a lot. But there are times where I just feel like I need to have my own space, and I'll just mute or get off or something like that and just, be with me, myself, and I. So I guess I found it exceptionally funny just because of how much I knew I would hate it if I had someone in my life that was constantly like, hey, come talk to me, come do this, come do that, let's go do this. It's like, oh my god, stop. But but yeah, the whole backstory with Sabito was cool to learn more about a character that we had in season one that we didn't get to learn too much about, and how good and skilled he was, and tragic that he died and everything. And I mean, I understand Gyu's perspective where he was saved by Sabito, didn't kill a single demon, barely survived the 7 days, and then became a demon slayer because of it. And whereas his friend, who was way more skilled than him, died. It's like I can see why he was in a funk for so long in that regard. Like, I get it. I'd be thinking, I'd be in the same mindset. So, um, it's it was a pretty sad story, and Tanjiro thinking about it and being like, "Oh, can you imagine like what he'd be like today if he was Gyu's age and had all this training under his belt, and how skilled he could be if he was that good?" Because I mean, Tanjiro has come very far. He's very skilled, and back then he could, like he said, he could barely keep himself alive, right? Like, I mean, sure, he killed some demons and stuff, um but he barely kept himself alive on that mountain, let alone like Sabito was keeping himself alive and saving people up until he didn't keep himself alive. But that's beside the point. He saved a lot of people on that mountain and killed a lot of demons. Um, so it's like, if he would have lived, he could have been pretty damn incredible at this point. And it's really sad to think about all that potential and all that just snuffed out. So, but but yeah, I'm really curious about some of these developments coming up. Like, what is Gyu gonna contribute? Will he get the mark and all that? It seems like he is in, though. And then Tamayo coming here. What's going on with Shinobu? Is she gonna even work with Tamayo because of like everything that's going on? Maybe Tamayo will be able to help, or hopefully it's not Tamayo being the demon. We have to somehow like see that play out, because that would stink. But yeah, I'm really curious to have Shinobu as maybe a little bit of a focus again. Like, even if it's just an episode, it could be cool to bring her into it, because she hasn't been around. Like, I mean, she's been around, but not a lot since like season one. So I think it was season one anyway. Whenever the spider stuff happened, and she was there and we got to learn a lot about her and everything. Since then, she shows up with her medical knowledge every now and then, and speaks up here and there at different meetings and stuff like that. But we haven't had much focus on her, so I'm excited to see more if that's where we're going. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say. I absolutely loved this episode. It had like the feels, the cool connections, and just some really fun humor in there too that helped ease what we were hearing about Sabito and everything. So, and I love the whole outfit thing. That was great too. But the mix between his sister and Sabito coming together to make the it's not really a jacket. It's probably got a different name in Japanese, but you know what I mean. But anyway, thank you guys. That'll be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 more episodes ahead of time. You can do so with the early access tier. Then there's also the Patreon show tier, where you can get access to shows that aren't even released yet. Things like Stranger Things, I just finished. So check that out if you want to see all of that show. The Last of Us is on there. The rest of Better Call Saul that isn't released to YouTube is on there. I'm watching Frieren, which is a fantastic anime right now. And the rest of Symphogear is on there. All kinds of stuff. So check it out if you're interested. And something will be replacing Stranger Things now that I finished it, so there will be another show on there. So check it all out if you're interested. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye bye.